Good Saturday morning, YouTube. How you guys doing today? Good morning, Vet Madam. Good morning, everybody. So, I want to have this discussion on this frigid Saturday morning where I am anyway, because I find it very interesting. It kind of goes along with a discussion that I was listening to on Gab Talk Gab Talk TV's channel last night. Conversations with Gab. So they were talking about a lot of subjects, and the subject came up of the gay agenda and the Black community, and that subject came up, and I was just listening at first, but one of the people on the panel suggested that the reason why there are so many gay Black men in the Black community is because of the Black woman. It's because Black women support this agenda, and because there are a lot of Black single mothers, and that is the reason why there are so many gay Black men in the Black community, right? So I posed the question, they also were talking about how Dwyane Wade was, supporting his son in his effort to in his his want to become a transgender girl. If you guys haven't heard, Dwyane Wade's 12-year-old son decided that he wants to transition in from male to female, right? Wants to become a transgender girl, right? So and so after I read that comment, I brought up the fact. I said, well, what about the fact that and what they were saying was, Black women overwhelmingly support this gay agenda, right? Especially as it pertains, in my opinion, he was saying for gay, they feel comfortable with gay men being gay, right? So I said, well, let me jump on this panel to rebut this, right? Because I don't agree that Black women overwhelmingly, support this gay agenda that has been set forth, for our children. I don't believe that. I disagree with that. And also, like I said, they want to blame the Black woman for everything. This is a whole, programming agenda. It's another way to emasculate, in my opinion, the further emasculate, the Black male population, right? The heterosexual Black male population, okay? And when you get stars like Dwyane Wade, pretty much, accepting that his 12-year-old child wants to transgender, from boy to girl, what does it say what is it saying to our, everyday, population? Because we, we know a lot of us, look up to these entertainers, these athletes, these stars, we look to them for our social cues, right? And so when he said that, I jumped, up. I said, well, let me go on up on the panel. Now I have, come to realize, as far as these male-dominated panels go, that when it comes to certain conversations, a lot of these, he-man Black woman haters, all of these, disparaging remarks coming from Black men against Black women, a lot of them just simply, they don't want to discuss anything. They just want to jump on these panels and spew out their anger towards women, when they're really, because they're afraid to spew their anger, direct their anger to where it really needs to be directed. In my opinion, that anger needs to be directed at the system and not the Black women. Do you see what I'm saying? Because there have been several genders, put forth to, further emasculate the black male. Okay, now we know this. History tells us this. It's just a fact, right? So so before I jumped on the panel, and I'm gonna let you guys hear what went on in this little part of Gab's video. But before I went on the panel, I said that I disagree basically that black women are not like promoting this. This is not our first choice for heterosexual black men, to uplift, especially boys, to uplift this sort of agenda, because we know that there is a deficit of the heterosexual black man in the black community. So why would black women, overwhelmingly, support or promote such a thing, especially to our sons? I disagree. Do you see what I'm saying? And I found it interesting though this morning as I'm looking down my YouTube stream, I come across a video to where the game, now remind you, it's supposed to be black women promoting this, okay, and pushing this agenda forward, right? So I found it interesting that I come down my YouTube stream this morning. YouTube is messy, right? That the game had a Instagram post up in the words he's pretty much patting Dwyane Wade on the back for the decision to agree to, I guess, let his son transition, right? So he's in agreement with that. So I'm sorry, y'all, I had to get let me get this troll out of here. Hold on a minute. And so I felt, but I'm gonna play that what he said for you guys as soon as I get this troll out of here. I gotta switch screens. I forgot that I wasn't even on my phone. That's the only way I can get the troll out of here. Give me a second, guys, okay? Okay. Ooh, got happy with it, didn't we? We'll just get him right on up out of here. I don't even understand. You can't even hardly have a conversation these days. And good morning, everybody that joined me. I realized this early. I was like, let me go on and get this out of the way, right? And so anyway, I found it interesting that I found this video from the game because of the conversation that was being had last night that black women were promoting the issue. Now, as it comes to the entertainers, when you have entertainers like Rapper The Game, which is the poster child for toxic masculinity, toxic black male masculinity, we all know this. This is not this is not anything new to us. When you have people promoting this, like Dwyane Wade, he's co-signing his 12-year-old son wanting to transition. Okay, Dwyane Wade, the game backing him up. Okay, we know Michael Jordan's son is a I don't know if he's a drag queen or if he's already transitioned into a girl, but he's definitely gay. He dresses like a woman. Some photos have been released on Snoop Dogg's son modeling girl clothes. Do you see what I'm saying? And I also brought up the NBA player Dwight Howard, which we know, many of us know. They said it was a rumor, but there's a lot of proof behind this rumor that he set out several games between a year and a half ago because he was having intercourse with a man and it hurt him in the back and he couldn't play the game to the point to where it blew something out back there and he couldn't play the game, right? And so I just find it fascinating because you have, I don't think, like I said, the everyday black woman is promoting this, especially towards her children, but you have all these entertainers, not even those I just missed. What about Will Smith? His son, Jaden Smith, come out openly gay. Like I said, Magic Johnson, and so many others. Then these are, and then they want to blame us on a single mom, but these are, public figures. They are athletes and entertainers. Everybody knows them the world over. They have more, visibility, towards the world and the black community because everybody knows them. More visibility than everyday black women raising sons, be it in single family homes or nuclear families, right? Mom, dad, child, right? So I don't agree with that argument. I think it is being disingenuous. I think it's a lie. But like I said, that anything, because most black men don't want to accept any kind of accountability when it comes to destruction of not only our children but our Black community, because they are supposed to be the head, right? They would rather, instead of accept accountability and responsibility for a lot of the ills that are going on in our community, they would rather form groups online called Save Yourself Black Men, or say that they're going to buy passports and go away to the DR and find some DR woman and live on the beach happily poor forever. Or we know the number one thing that they love to do is escape between to shout down the Black woman and make her look bad, and lift up and put on a pedestal those cave Beckys, and they think those cave Beckys are going to save them from the system of white supremacy racism. They think that those cave Beckys are going to protect them from the police, okay, when they want to gun them down in the street like dogs, okay? But they will blame everything on us. And that is disingenuous to me, because if you are saying that the Black women are the ones that's doing all this promoting of the gay lifestyle to Black men, what about these stars, these entertainers who are known by everybody? Well, and they are men, they are fathers. So, like, I don't understand. I felt that it was just ridiculous. So I jumped on the panel, and to say, no, this is not true. We do not overwhelmingly support our heterosexual Black men. We don't support this gay agenda, especially as it pertains to our boys. I disagree. And he's like, well, whoa, all these female organizations are uplift. I'm thinking, what female organizations are backing this? And then he throws in Black Lives Matter, and I had to remind him that Black Lives Matter, it would appear that it was started by two lesbian Black females, right? But what people don't understand about Black Lives Matter, that the people that back Black Lives Matter, they are not even Black people. The money to fund that organization comes from liberal whites, okay? So really, they ain't running nothing. All right, and Black Lives Matter, that all started as a LGBTQ agenda. Do you see what I'm saying? So they were telling me in the comment section that I didn't know what I was talking about. But all you have to do is do a little research, and you will see that what I'm saying is true. But like I said, the only thing they want to do, they don't want to accept responsibility, and they jump on these panels to spew their anger towards Black women because they're afraid to spew it towards white male patriarchy. Okay? They are afraid to do that, so they will put all the ills of our community, everything that goes wrong in our community, including the rise in this gay agenda, they will blame that on the Black woman. And that is just not true. Do you see what I'm saying? So let me play for you guys. I'm going to have to click off the stream. I don't have any of my moderators, but we're going to try it, okay? I'm going to let you guys hear what the rapper Game said, in reference to Dwyane Wade and his son. But I haven't heard any, any pushback to the rapper The Game. Okay. So anyway, I'm so glad the troll popped up before I had to click screens. Yay! So let's go and get him out of here now. All right. So if you guys give me a second. Good morning, Sam Smith. Good morning, everybody. By the way, let me switch my screen here. And I'll let you hear what The Game had to say in reference, since it's us Black women, that's overwhelmingly supporting this gay agenda being geared towards not only our girls, but our boys, So, yeah. Hold on a minute. So here this is. I'm gonna play it for you guys. I have to turn it back up. Hold on a minute. Absolutely, he's part of the establishment. Absolutely. But it's us. That's let them tell it it's our fault. It's our fault. Okay. I guess they still sleep. Shut up, Courtney. Anyway, here's the Game, guys. This is what he had to say in reference to Dwyane Wade and his son. I think his name is Zaire, but he wants to be called Zaya now or something like that. Okay.
His son, who Zaire, I think it's Zaire, if I'm not mistaken, correct me, is supporting his son, being transgender and choosing a different sexuality. And I thought as a parent, as a father, that That is that is fucking amazing, man. Amazing, because you're supposed to support whatever it is your children choose to be in life. That's a real father. And you got motherfuckers in here who gonna say, "Oh, if my son was this, he would. If my son was that, he." Nah, man. You shut the fuck up, man. And it had me thinking, because I used to be uneducated and an idiot in that, in that aspect of life. I always, when I was younger and shit in my 20s, I used to say, "Oh, my son gay, I'm going to disown him and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that." But then, as you have more children and as you get older and you get, wise, you start to understand fatherhood is bigger than being, an idiot or judgmental, or that's not the way to be a father. A real father, supports his children in any aspect of life. And so again, man, to D Wade, my hats off to D Wade for supporting his son Zaire. I think he wants to be called, or she wants to be called Zaya. And hats off to Gabrielle Union too for being the type of stepmother that she is, man, stepping up to the plate and being D Wade's rock as far as supporting his son. I think it's amazing. Period. I think it's amazing for anybody to choose to be what they want to be in life and get support from their family in a world where most motherfuckers is cruel and hateful and spew bullshit, especially on this motherfucking internet shit. Niggas is always negative or want to try to hurt somebody's feelings or bully somebody on the fucking internet. That's why I'm glad I'm the type of nigga that I am, because that shit don't work on me. It don't work on my children. My children know you can't say nothing to my kids that's gonna hurt their fucking feelings, because they build like their daddy. We ain't fucking with that old bully, hurt your feelings, insecure, bullshit ass, hateful shit that people spew out of their mouth all fucking day. We prepared for all that. You know what I'm saying? We built like concrete walls out here, man. We ain't going for none of that shit.
Okay, and so that's what the game said in support of Dwyane Wade's decision to support his son's choice to transition. And hold on a minute, let me switch screens again. Hey, that you make a great point. Sister Stay Woke says they expect us to start hate groups, exactly, towards gay black men, and because we don't, they accuse us of supporting. You're absolutely right. And then she says, "I'm not going to hate anyone because of their sexuality." You're absolutely right, Sister Stay Woke. I am not either. Okay, I am not going to shout down. I see some. I talked about this the other day on Nyla Says channel, and they were talking about Dwyane Wade, accepting his son's decision to want to transition, right? And like I said, I'm not going to go down the street, with my 13-year-old nephew, and I see somebody gay, and I'm going to shout them down and gay bash them. I'm not supporting you, but I'm not going to, shout you down in the street and try to hurt you or something like that because of your choice. That is your choice. The only thing I can try to do is, talk to my nephew and let him know how I feel about this, but I'm not going to shout you down, because if I start some gay bashing campaign against gay black men, what is it going to tell the young people in my family? Do you see what I'm saying? Like my 13-year-old nephew, like I said the other day, is taller than me. So what if he sees me do that and he goes somewhere and thinks that he could do that? He could end up in trouble. He could end up in jail. He could end up dead. Anything can happen. So why would I want to, exhibit that type of behavior in front of the young people in my family? The only control I have, as far as this agenda goes, is to try to educate those in my family, But I'm not going to start some kind of gay bashing campaign. Thanks for saying that, Sister Stay Woke. You're absolutely right. Why would I do that anyway? I'm not going to disrespect any other adult based upon their choice. I don't care what these black men say. But once again, this is nothing but an excuse, because if the black woman is promoting this agenda, which we know is not true, why do you have so many of these stars, coming out in support of this agenda? And these are black men. Now, 10 years ago, you would not have been seeing all of these stars and athletes promoting this type of agenda. We wouldn't be having this conversation. Now, it was Barack Obama, that, gave, decided to, stand behind the LGBT community and, give them rights and all this and all that. And I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm not saying he was right. I'm just saying, if it was Barack Obama, another black man that did this, how is this the black woman's fault? That's all I want to know. Here goes another troll, y'all. Hold on one second. It just doesn't make sense to me. But like I said, these black men, because they are afraid to go up against the system, they want to kick it back. Every ill in the community, everything that's gone wrong with the community, they want to blame it on the black woman. They don't want to accept any kind of responsibility. But if you say you are the head, you want to practice this invisible patriarchy, why aren't you accepting responsibility for people like for these athletes and these stars pushing forth this agenda? These people that you emulate and you worship, you idol worship, but you still is the black woman's fault. It ain't Dwyane Wade's fault. And as far as Dwyane Wade go, let me just say this. His son is 12 years old. Okay. Now I realize that I am a Gen Xer. I'm not a millennial. You can't come to me when you're 12 years old and tell me you want to transition from boy to girl. When you are 12 years old, you don't know what you are, in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with Dwyane Wade's decision to allow his son to transition. He is 12 years old. Do you see what I'm saying? And another reason why I don't, not only is he 12 years old, if you guys can remember him and Gabrielle Union, just welcomed a new baby, via surrogate. Do you see what I'm saying? What if his son Zaire, what if he is just simply seeking attention? What if this is just a play for attention? Like the little boy is 12 years old. The baby's been here for a while. And what if he just wants some attention? What if he wants the attention that he was getting before the new baby came into the home? What if it's just a cry for attention? And they let him go on and do all this and, and transition and all this and that at 12 years old. And when he becomes like, say, maybe 16 years old, he decides that, hey, I shouldn't have done this. I didn't really want to become a girl. I just wanted some attention I wanted the attention that my dad was now giving to my new sister. What if that's the case? But you got him supporting, you got Gabrielle Union supporting, you got people like Ella DeGeneres and evidently the game, supporting this child's decision. That is why I don't agree with this. Do you see what I'm saying? And so he hasn't even reached puberty yet. He don't know what he is. When you are 12 years old, you are not even supposed to be concerned with things of that nature. You are who I tell you are at 12 years old. Okay. You do not have a mind of your own. You are 12. You are not even a teenager. You're not even old enough to make that. You ain't even old enough to start to learn how to drive, for goodness sakes. But you at 12 years old for sure that you want to become a girl. Okay. And you got the whole world backing you on this. And 9 times out of 10, the child just wants some attention. The child is attention seeking. That's how I see it. Making it work for me says, according to the DSMV, he is too young. Yeah, he is absolutely too young to identify. I absolutely agree. They're still trying to find themselves. Absolutely. What and who they like. You're absolutely right. But at 12 years old, they're standing behind him because he says he wants to be a girl and they're going to allow him to transition. I don't think so. That is a form of child abuse, in my opinion. So even though I feel this way, and many of us on here this morning feel the same way. Hey, Shorze, they are still saying that it is the black woman's fault because there are so many black men in the black community. I'm thinking, how do you figure? Where's your accountability? Where's your responsibility? And if you want to blame single black mothers, why not blame the fathers? Why aren't the fathers in their lives? Because it takes 2 to make a baby last time I checked. Where's the father? So it's just all about accountability and responsibility. And YW says, transition into your room. Okay, transition into your room and sit down. You too young to say that. You know, for later. Do you know what you want for dinner? Thank you. Do you know what you want for dinner? That's the decision you get to make. And 9 times out of 10, if I'm making one thing, you don't even get that decision. You eat what I put on the table. You're absolutely right, NYW. I agree with you. Wade took custody of his son 8 years ago. Yeah, I heard that it's a couple of them that he took custody of, right? Was it his nephews too or something like that? But nevertheless, the boy is 12 years old. Okay, he done been on the Ellen show, you know, letting the world know that my son wants to transition, and of course, Ellen gonna have his back because we know the people that are backing this agenda. We know full well who is backing this and bringing forth this agenda towards our children. You got in some states you have what do you call it, drag queens or trans women that were once being trans women, you know, reading school books to kids in drag, you know, in full men in full makeup, you know, going to school reading books, pushing forth this agenda to our children in the classroom. Yeah, Charzay. I mentioned that at the top of the show how they done leaked photos online of Snoop Dogg's son, modeling girl clothes. Yeah. Lola Double said, I believe it. I believe it is a depopulation tactic as well. They're not wanting to address that either. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, story time at the library. You know, these drag queens and all this and all that. You know, this is an agenda. Okay. But they're not wanting to acknowledge that. They want to come online and spew anger and be verbally abusive towards women because they're frustrated. They're frustrated because they know that they have not done anything to protect their masculinity or, you know, stop the emasculation of them. They feel helpless to the point to where a lot of black men suffer from what I call vagina envy or womb envy. Okay, we know that we have a lot of black men, choosing to identify as black women because they feel afraid. They don't want to die. They don't want to get shot down in the street like dogs, and they feel like if they become women, they will somehow be protected. Now, we know that is not true, but a lot of them believe that, okay? And that is just a fact. Good morning, Peach Cobbler. Sister Stay Woke said, this goes against their talking points. It sure does. Single mothers raise feminine boys. Right. That's their talking point. You know, well, D. Wade took his son from his mother and he's still gay. Thank you, Stay Woke. You're absolutely right. Not only him, what about Will Smith? What about Magic Johnson? Okay. Now, these are fathers present in the home. All right. They're in the home with the boy. They're openly gay. So I think that nullifies your talking point that women want to raise feminine boys. That doesn't make sense to me. She says they're less of a threat if they're a woman. Absolutely. You know, the Anglo sees them less of a threat if they identify as a woman. You know, and the gender has gone so far, it's hit the steps of Sesame Street. Okay. Is it the black woman that invited Billy Porter to wear his tuxedo dress to Sesame Street? This is programming our children even at a young age, even before they go to kindergarten. They're looking at Sesame Street. So I guess a woman made Billy Porter, you know, put on his tuxedo dress and stand on the steps of Sesame Street. Is that how we doing? That's the black woman's fault, right? Okay. All right. The black woman is ruling over Sesame Street. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just confused at this. Magic Johnson's son son too is trans. Yes, he didn't grow up in the ghetto. Yes, with a single mom. No, he didn't. Magic Johnson's son. I mentioned Magic Johnson's son earlier. I sure did. Stay Woke says right, goes against their talking points. I agree, Sister Stay Woke. They both have both parents in the home, and they are notable figures. The world knows them. Okay. There's a light shining on them for the world to see, pushing forth this agenda. Unlike thousands of single parent, single mother homes. Now, who's getting all the publicity? The hardworking single mother, or the Magic Johnsons and the Will Smiths and the Dwayne Wades of the world? Who's more visible to the world? Who's more likely to be able to promote and push forward this agenda set against our young black boys? You know, but it's the black woman's fault. Okay, all right, okay. Sister Stay Woke says, right at Miss Monet, they blame us for these boys being homosexual. Well, who? Yeah, well, who you blame? When the man around is involved, you're absolutely right. Miss Monet says, Stay Woke. They find someone to scapegoat. Absolutely. Trust they're working on it. And when they're finding the blame, it will be the black woman. Well, they're already blaming us. You know, that's why I had to get on that panel of men last night, you know, and disagree with that spewing of that lie. And I'm gonna let y'all hear some of Gab's panel last night. Like I said, I was just listening. There weren't a lot of people live last night, and so I was listening to the panel, and I was just listening. I had no attention because I've grown tired of getting on panels because nothing is ever. You can't even have a decent conversation with these he-man black woman bashers getting on here to spew their agenda, to save yourself, black man, and all this and all that, and just spew their anger onto you because, like I said, they're too afraid to spew it where it needs to go. They're too afraid to direct it at white supremacy. You know, that whole Snoop Dogg and Gayle King thing, they've been upset for days because Snoop Dogg, recanted his words. He apologized to Gayle King. And that's our fault because Snoop Dogg did that. It's our fault. Yeah, Mr. Voice of the People himself. Because they were cheering and they were all up behind Snoop, because he called Gayle King, all out her name and all this and all. They were all behind him. And then, their faces hit the floor, their bottom lips hit the floor when he came back and begged Gayle King to forgive him, See, the problem that a lot of these idol worshipers don't understand is these people, they work for the system now. Do you think Snoop Dogg is going to let everything that he's worked for, be taken away from him because he was reckless with his mouth? No. Of course he was going to apologize. Of course he was. And I believe it was all set up in the first place. Who I was on the panel last night, it was Gab's panel. And so when I popped on her, SKC Supreme King Coon, can you imagine a black man, being happy, being proud of being a coon? It was Supreme King Coon that asked the question. David Johnson was up there when I was up there. And I think it was one other person, but you had other men jumping on. I guess they thought they were going to attack me or shout me down because I was up there, speaking the truth. And another thing that I said that they found awfully funny is that I said is the fact that we have trauma from slavery encoded in our DNA. Oh, and then the David Johnson guy says, "Well, what proof do you have that the black man is scared of the Anglo, scared of white supremacy, racism? Well, where are the stats on that? Where are the And then it was like encoded in our DNA. Yes, honey. Yes, no, either you're willfully ignorant or you just dumb. It's unfortunate. I don't even think half of them realize that they have wound envy. I don't think they don't want to acknowledge the fact that they are afraid of white supremacy, racism. They are afraid to get shot down. They are afraid because they don't want to acknowledge that you are born with a target on your back. Yes, Miss Monet, he said it. I'm going to play it for you. Great question. Yes, he said that. Just 1 minute. Let me find it for you. And that is the reason why I am doing this live this morning. Like I said, because you blaming the black woman for supporting the gay agenda, especially towards our children, but you got rappers, Mr. Toxic Masculinity himself, rapper The Game, patting Dwyane Wade on the back for his decision to allow his son to transition from boy to girl. But it's us that's promoting this. Okay. Just 1 minute. Let me try to find it for you guys. Yes, they hate us that much. Yes, and it's unfortunate. There's no help for these derelict, unfortunate males, and yeah. But thank God it's not our black men, And then they want to make it seem like all black women are for the destruction of black males. You know, there are so many very ignorant talking points against the black woman coming out of the mouths of black men, to the point to where media, people like Gayle King and Oprah and the Joe Scarboroughs of the world, they have decided to use this online gender war against black people in order to divide our black vote. Okay, which is the reason why I think Gayle King started the conversation about Kobe Bryant, and Snoop Dogg replied. Okay, so they want the black male vote to go to Trump and the female vote to go to the Democrats. Really, at the end of the day, that's what I think it's all about. Divide and conquer. And I told you guys the other day, in a little while, we're going to see Snoop Dogg on Gayle King's show. I told you that the other day. If you guys were on here, you heard me say that. But anyway, let me find this video, guys, so that you can hear it, a little bit of it, because it was fascinating to me. It is all a distraction. I agree with it. But yeah, anytime I hear some nonsense like that, I'm going to have to, rebuff it. I don't agree with the nonsense and the lies. And like I said, I've grown tired of getting on these panels, because I'm not going to be some black man whipping posts because they're scared of the man. Do you see what I'm saying? That ain't going to be me. I ain't got to go back and forth to no avail. It's just ridiculous. But that right there last night, that got me. It got me because I have black boys in my family. Okay? I'm not going to stand for any crap like that. You're not going to get to say that just because you want to. Okay? You don't get to say that. You don't get to lie on us black mothers, us black aunties. You don't get to lie on us like that. Okay? No, you don't get to do that. Oop, I think he took the thing down. I don't see it anymore. Gab's on this thing live right now. I don't see the post anymore, guys. I guess he took it down because it was a 4-hour live stream. And I was just playing it this morning. I was going to play it for you guys. He didn't have it up anymore. Imagine that. But anyway, I'm not going to, like I said, I jumped on there to rebuff it. They thought it was funny, and a black man asked me what stats did I have when it comes to, the black male and his trauma, the trauma from slavery being one of the reasons why he is afraid to stand up for his masculinity against the Anglo. They thought that was funny. They asked me for stats. I'm thinking, you was born in America. You was born black in America. What stats do I have to present to you, black man? Yes, for stats. Making it work for me. Yeah, so Gab done snatched the thing down. Maybe he'll put it back up. Maybe he's going to put some ads on or something. But he snatched it down, and he's live over there now. And he's got some kind of live stream up saying WTF, like what the F. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's about. I don't know if it's about this conversation or what. But, yeah. I can't find out about that until I end this live, because you can't stream somebody's live stream live while they're streaming it. But anyway, yeah, I just really want to bring that to you guys. I found it fascinating. Fascinating how they want to blame the black woman. And then, like I said, I am getting, and the only reason, not the only reason, but I am getting tired of, sitting on panels. And that when the men come up, or it's a male dominated platform, you know what I mean? That you are in for a verbal tongue lashing, because they can't wait I think they were slobbing at the mouth when I hopped up on that panel, because 2 or 3 other guys hopped up, wanting to, argue with me. I'm thinking, you sound like a whole bitch. You arguing with me, and I'm right. You asking me about stats as it comes to the mistreatment of the black man in the United States of America. You want me to quote you some stats. Okay. Well, here's a stat. Okay. What about Snoop Dogg just the other day was, emasculated. He was buck broke in front of the whole world when he had to bow down to Gayle King. What about that? He's the voice of the people. That's why they're so upset right now. They are mad at black women because Snoop Dogg apologized to Gayle King. What about that? What's the stats on that? What's the stats on you feeling emasculated because Snoop Dogg had to bow down to the matriarchy? Now, what are the stats on that? Thank you, Peach Cobbler Adventures. I appreciate it, baby. But yeah, you asked for stats. What about the fact that we know that, our ancestors were treated less than human, considered nothing more than cattle during the time of slavery? What about during the Jim Crow era? Thousands upon thousands of black men and women, but moreover, black men were, mutilated, had their genitals mutilated, and they were lynched. A lot of times lynched, mutilated, and burned. What about that? I played a video, I think last week or a couple of weeks ago, showing a lot of the lynchings. What about the lynchings were so bad and they were so many that there is a whole museum in Alabama dedicated to, I think, at least 300 or more lynchings that took place in the state of Alabama during the Jim Crow era. What is that a good enough stat for you? What about there's a whole museum in Washington, D.C. dedicated to our black history? Moreover, our time of enslavement. What about I saw on the news this morning to where there's some teacher in New Jersey being investigated because the Anglo teacher told their students to act like slaves. What about that? Is that good enough stat for you? I mean, I'm just wondering, what about the system of white supremacy racism that allows his police officer, his henchmen, to shoot down children in the street like dogs? I.e., Tamir Rice, 11 years old, gunned down by a police officer playing on the playground with a toy gun. Or a Trayvon Martin being shot down like a dog by a citizen, a wannabe cop, because he's walking through the yard with a pack of Skittles in his hand. And he got off scot-free for that. And even to this day, he's tormenting Trayvon Martin's family. What about those stats? What about so many black men? What about, what is the name? Multiple. We've heard of all the black men gunned down in the streets of recent. Okay? What do they call it? The Obama effect? What kind of stats do you need on that? And then we are always, boycotting and protesting when another black man has been gunned down in the street. But what about the fact that you ever hear a protest about a black woman that's being done the same? We know about Sandra Bland. I don't remember a protest for Corrine Gaines when she was shot in her apartment. The police broke in her apartment and shot not only her, shot and killed her, but also shot her son in the process. Where's the backlash for that? Where's the backlash for the fact that Sandra Bland's family still have not found out what really happened to Sandra Bland? They're still saying that she hung herself in a jail cell. Where's the backlash for that? Overwhelming backlash for that. You see how that works? But yet and still, us black women, are being blamed for all the ills of the black community because our black men, number one, are too afraid to lash out at a system that is consistently and continually putting forth efforts to continue to emasculate them. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand that. I don't get that. So for that reason, I really want to play that for you. I can't believe he snatched that video down. It's very telling that he snatched the video down, right? Yeah, because I was going to play it. It's very telling to me because it's wrong. Okay? And then I don't even know if Gab realizes it or not, but when he tries to be the peacemaker and he's got a very calm, chat and all this solid, but I've noticed when women jump on the screen, the men are chomping at the bits to get at the women over there. It's so disgusting. He was probably embarrassed about the rhetoric, probably. But a lot of times they co-sign and they don't even realize they're co-signing the abuse. Or maybe they do realize it and they don't care because deep down inside they feel the same way. But I'm not going to be hushed or shouted down or any of that. Oh, and one young guy on there popped on there and said, well, she's representing herself, talking about me. She's representing herself in a bad light because my grandmama doesn't cuss. I said, well, I don't know who. I'm thinking in my mind, well, who was your grandmama? Because my grandmama was a bona fide Christian woman, but she would cuss you out 12 ways to Sunday in the name of Jesus, put on her hat in her white suit and still go to church. All right. So I don't know what kind of grandmama you have, but that's the kind I had. All right. You see how that works? You can't shame me. There's nothing that you can say to shame me out of my commentary because I know I'm right, or else I wouldn't be saying it. Okay? There's nothing you can do to verbally abuse me because I am not a victim. I will not let you verbally abuse me. You will not give me a tongue lashing. I will tongue lash your butt in the ground before I ever submit it to some nonsense like that. Okay? And they can't stand that stuff. So me, with my old grandmama self, I will continue to let whatever word I choose to come out of my mouth, and guess what? You ain't gotta like it. Okay? Because you ain't supposed to. Because who are you anyway? I'm just saying. Yeah. And then what about the fact that black men, they hate not all black men, but these black men, woman haters, they're supposed to hate the black woman so much. They're supposed to be divesting not only from black women, but also the black community. Why is it that you can't keep the black woman's name out your mouth? Why is it that you can't keep the black woman out your conversation? If you're supposed to be divesting from us, if you're supposed to hate us from us, you know why they can't do that? Because for some strange reason, black men collectively, okay, I'm gonna say collectively on that, they think they have some kind of ownership towards black women. You know, they don't want you, and they don't want nobody else to have you, and they don't want you to be happy. As if they can feel like they have beat you down in some way, they good. They good. But oh my God, don't let it be somebody that's going to come up and stand up and speak out against it. See, I'm not one of these soft-spoken little black women on here that's going to let you say whatever and co-sign you and try to reason with you. I'm going to say F you, and I'm going to stick my middle finger up with you and to you, and I'm going to say, and what? See, that's what kind of black woman I am. See, my grandma didn't call me a hellraiser for nothing. But what she didn't tell me is I got it from her. I get it from my grandma. Okay? So I'm not one of those type of women. And every time I see something or hear something that I don't like that's done been said about black women by these he-man black woman haters, yes, I'm going to comment on it. And what you going to do? I'm just saying. You ain't going to do nothing but tuck tail and ran to go on somebody's male-dominated platform and cry collectively like a bunch of bitches. That's all you going to do. Got mad at me when I said I was pro-black woman. I'm pro-black, but I'm pro-black woman as well. Why would I not be pro-black woman? Got mad at me when I said if our community is going to be righted from all its wrongs, it is the black woman that's going to have to fix it, like we have to fix everything else. Where's the lie in that? If you don't want to even stand up and accept your role as the head, accept responsibility for the part that you play, what else am I supposed to think? What else are we supposed to do? That's what I want to know. Can you have that conversation? But I'm disingenuous because I said that the trauma from slavery is encoded in our DNA. Do some research. Read a freaking book, for God's sakes. Like I said, now I'm hoping that these black female woman haters are willfully ignorant and not just dumb. Okay? I'm going to hope you willfully ignorant and not dumb. Okay? That's what I'm going to hope. So I had to get on here and do this video this morning because, you know, like I said, anytime you want to have a genuine conversation and try a decent back and forth, you're going to get shouted down because the males on those he-man woman haters don't want to hear the truth. They want to overtalk you and ask you for stats as it pertains to the whole system of black male emasculation. They want to ask you for stats. You was born a black man. Why do you need a stat? You know how you're oppressed. Oh, but you need a stat for it because you want to assimilate even more into the system of whiteness. There's not enough assimilation in the world that's going to get white people to accept your black ass, okay? Deal with it. And you're scared to come at the man, so you're going to come at the black women. That is a sign of weakness to me. Because if I got a problem with you, I'm going to come at you. I rail against the system all the time, and almost all my videos are of recent. I'm not tucking tail and running. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming the system. I'm blaming you for your words. But when I got something to say about the system, I'm going to say it about the system. I'm just saying. So I just really wanted to present this to you guys so you can see the dishonesty and the ignorance and the chicanery of it all. It's ridiculous around here. Like, I'm like, ugh. Really? But I don't have to sit on somebody's panel and be talked crazy to and run my blood pressure up because I ain't going there. I can come on my whole own panel over here. My girls come over here with me, and I can tell you what I want to tell you on my own panel. Okay? I don't have to overtalk you. I don't have to let the conversation devolve into, ad hominem attacks, name calling, back and forth banner. I can come over here and I can spew my facts for as long as I want to spew my facts on my own channel. Okay? It's so remedial. Miss Monet said that's how dumb they are. They can't even lean on their senses, right, to discern if they're in danger or not. Shake them. Absolutely. You know what, Miss Monet, you are absolutely right about that because it amazes me the amount of black men that are on here putting these Anglo women, these cave Beckys, on pedestals. The cave Becky is always going to be your number one enemy. But you think you're getting safety in the cave Becky, but she the one going to get you home, fool. But okay, do you? They live in a world of escapism. It's ridiculous. It's insane. But okay. Linda said if they hate us, then don't even talk about it. Thank you. If you hate us so much, why are you even talking about it? Ain't you supposed to be going your own way? Ain't you supposed to be saving yourself from us, black man? Why are you still talking about us? I don't understand. Child. Trust we will be fine without them. Anyway, absolutely right. I agree, Linda. Linda said the cave Becky is the one who takes it. The cave Becky is the one who takes them down. Okay, they don't want to even admit the fact. They want everybody to hate Gayle King for asking Lisa Leslie that question, but they ain't got no spit at all for them white women that brought up as soon as he died, they found out that he was dead, they started bringing up his rape case. On Twitter, white woman working from the New York Post. She brought it up. Yeah, he dead, but don't forget he was a rapist. Okay. They ain't got no smoke for her. They ain't got no smoke for that Allison chick that called him the N-word on MSNBC. They ain't got no smoke for that. You see what I'm saying? They don't have no smoke for the Anglo. None at all. But they got all the smoke in the world for the black women. It don't make no sense to me. It's ridiculous. I can't take them seriously. I don't take them seriously. Okay. Queen Sagittarius says they want us to fight white supremacy while they sleep with white supremacy. You got that right. They want to be assimilated into what, they spit so much white supremacist rhetoric. They spew so much anti-black rhetoric. You would think they are white supremacists already. Maybe they're white supremacists just in blackface. I read you guys a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago, I read you guys that article from Damon Young that was titled, black men, heterosexual black men are the new, white people, white men to black people or something like that. He was absolutely freaking right about that. They've assimilated themselves to patriarchal white men. They try anyway. They spew the same venom towards the black community. They're almost one and the same. It don't make no sense. Exactly, but because she puts on her false sweet voice and foxish smile, they think she's in love with him. Who you talking about? If they just want to talk about us. Oh, you talking about the cave Becky, Miss Monet. You're right about that. Those cold fish over there. They don't even want you. They want your eggplant emoji. Because that's the only true feeling that those fish can have. Okay? They so cold, they own men don't want them. You know. But it's incredible to me. But I just had to share that with you guys because I found it fascinating that black women are now being blamed for homosexual black men in the black community. We are now being blamed for that. Okay, we are being blamed for standing behind it and pushing it forward. But who's not being blamed are all these notable black fathers in mainstream media, in the entertainment and sports industry that are patting their sons on the back and co-signing it, you know. And they are continuing to buck break Snoop Dogg because, like I said, they released photos of his son modeling in women's clothing. And we know that Snoop Dogg is also one of those quote-unquote toxic, one of those toxic masculine men, black men, you know. But you got your son wanting to be a woman. Okay, I see how that works. All right. I hope you guys have hit the like button. I appreciate it. But I had to bring this to you guys this morning because I was taken aback by that. Good morning, Cloud. How you doing? You already know what I'm about to say. There's no cure for stupid. That's right, Cloud. You're absolutely right. Yeah, but guys, like I said, let me check one more time and see if he put the video back up. Because I should have opened up. I want y'all to hear it for yourself. But like I said, I guess he heard me live over here complaining about it. And maybe he snatched it down. Or maybe he was want to put some ads on or something. Who knows what's really going on. But I want you guys to hear that for yourself because I found it. It's so unfortunate. Do you see what I'm saying? It's very unfortunate. The whole thing. How they spew disgust. Yeah, it's not there. It's not there anymore. Unless I'm seeing things. Hold on, man. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong. No, I don't see it. Nope, it's not here anymore. Nope, it's not on his channel. Maybe he'll put it back up later, but it ain't there now. But if he puts it back up, I'm just going to record it and still play it for you guys because I want you to hear that David Johnson say he wanted the stats showing that black men are collectively, black men have been emasculated by the system, and black men are afraid of white supremacy racism. That's why they want to lash out on the black woman. He wanted me to show him some stats. That still, you was born a black man in America. You can still be shot down right like a dog and nothing happened to the police. Those patty rollers right to this day, but you need proof. You need the stats on it? Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't think these guys, I don't think they realize how ridiculous they sound sometimes, and it's unfortunate. Absolutely, Zimmerman. Perfect example. Not only Zimmerman, what about the guy, the police officer that got out for killing Tamir Rice? He was 11 years old. What about the guy? I can't remember the young man's names. He was shot up in a car because the little black boy teenager, he was shot up inside of a car because a white man sitting beside him at the gas station didn't like that they were playing rap music. What about that? You know, it's crazy. What about the black man that was gunned down in the parking lot because he was defending the black woman after the white man got time? You know, and that's surprising in Florida because, he had a history of harassing black people with guns. He's talking crazy to this woman. The father comes outside. He's in the store with his son and gets killed because the white man is all up on the car. And he's defending his woman. What about that? See, it's all these reasons why I don't understand how black women are being blamed for the ills of the black community. I don't see how black women are being blamed because you want to spew your venom towards black women when in actuality you're angry with the system of white supremacy racism. But because you're afraid of this system, you spew all that anger onto us. I don't understand that. I don't get that. If they really think we're going to sit here and not say anything about the whole, just chicanery of it all. Some of these women might on here, they might co-sign it, but I ain't co-signing it. But what I'm going to have to do is stay off of these panels because I got my whole channel over here that I can speak my piece on. Because like I said, that these men, especially these male-dominated platforms, they wait for women to pop on that panel, and they say they want, to talk things through and find solutions when the only thing that they really want to do is spew their anger and spew their venom, spit their venom towards the black woman like it's going to change something. It ain't going to change nothing. Oh, the black woman is upset because the black men are walking away. No, they ain't upset, honey. No. We're going to get our passport men and we're going to walk away from the community. Okay. But and that's why these women is begging us to come back. I've not seen one video from a black woman begging you to come back. Begging you defectors to come back. And if I were a young black woman and I was still in the dating world, I would have to do my research before I even laid down with a black man, because if I found out that he ever laid with one Anglo woman, one Cave Becky, I wouldn't be able to lay down with him. I would feel offended if I got to lay behind a Cave Becky. I wouldn't fool with him. Okay? That's right. The ones that walk away, we don't want anyway. You're right about that, Linda. And that's why I implore you, some of you young women that are still dating in this dating pool. Excuse me, I know I got a cold. Do some research. If you find a brother and you feel like you want to lay with him, do some research first. And if you found out that he done slept with even one Cave Becky, walk away. Because that is a disgrace. That is lowering your standards. Because if they want to sleep with them Beckys, let them sleep with them. He don't deserve you. Okay? Let him stay with the Becky. Do your research. You let him know if he lay with one of them, he ain't never going to lay with you. Okay? Because that is disgracing you. Because he's so weak that he feel like he got to lay down with a Becky. All right? You should be offended by him wanting to enter your womb and he done enter the womb of that. No. That's right. I don't want her spirits on me. I know that's right, making it work for me. I won't want the spirits on me either. I feel bad for these young millennial women. But I'd be darned if I was young and I found out somebody that, I was feeling or whatever to the point to where we get ready to get intimate. I'm going to have to do a whole check on you, a whole background check to see if not to check your credit score or even your police record, to check and see if you done lay with any of them Cave Beckys, male or female. Them Beckys or them Brads. Okay? Don't make no sense. Klaus said the black woman is frustrated because 1, they want other nations. 2, they're on the down low. Absolutely, Claude. And 3, they have no backbone. Thank you. Hello. And 4, all of the above. I absolutely agree, Claude. All right. And that is coming from a black man that has a black queen that doesn't co-sign the chicanery of these black he-man, black woman haters. Okay? I like this comment. Miss Monet said, and Linda Dally, nah, I don't love weak males. I don't either. Not my brothers. You shouldn't say we like that, because we're not homogenous like that. Absolutely. Just say you love them. And what did Linda say? Let me go up and find what Linda said. Linda said, trust white men want us, but we love our brothers. Oh yeah, they want the black womb. They want the black womb not because they love you. They want the black womb for your melanin and your strength. That's why they want the black womb. They ain't nothing but cave beasts their own self. Just like them Beckys. They cave beasts too. I promote divestment from abuse. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental, economic abuse. I don't promote divesting and giving up, on the black man. But I do promote divesting from abuse. I do promote that. LOL, go get your white man. Yeah, I know. I can't promote swirling. I don't agree with it. I would be disingenuous if I promoted swirling because I'm married to a black man and there are black men in my family. There are a lot of just fully functioning black woman loving black men in this world. You see what I'm saying? Fully functioning. And the men that I'm talking about are these black male, he-man, woman, black woman haters. Those are the people, those are the black men that, they're really of no use anymore. So they are welcome to walk away. They are welcome to get their passports and fly off into the DR or Oblivion or wherever they want to fly off to. Because if you want to burn the black community down, we don't want you over there anyway, so bye. But never would I ever advocate, I can't, with good conscience, advocate for black women to divest from black men and go sleep with the enemy. Okay? Because the enemy don't love you. Just like the enemy don't love them. All right? And all we have to do is look at the history, and we know what was done to us. And we know they only crave our strength and our melanin. So yeah, I don't co-sign that. I don't even mean no harm. On no disrespect. I don't co-sign that. I can't. Not swirling. And we know that as black women, us that have been in relationships with black men, it is a struggle. Okay? It is a battle of wills, but it can be done. All right? Yes, it's all about the melanin. You're absolutely right. But it can be done. All right? But it's a struggle. But it can be done. Absolutely. But you got to, know who it is that you're choosing to lay with and procreate with. Do your research. Just don't lay down at the smiling face. Do your research first. Be smart about it. Miss Monet said, yeah, I don't struggle love either. I don't struggle love either. But it is a struggle if you're being honest. I've been married for over 20 years, Miss Monet, and it's survival of the fittest when it comes to being in a relationship with a black man. Because you got a lot of other black women always chomping at the bit because there's a shortage of heterosexual, functional, non-dysfunctional black men in this community. So it's survival of the fittest. But I'm strong. I guess I was built that way. So it ain't a struggle for me at all. Because if you think you're better than me and you think you can get it out of the house, black woman, then you deserve it. So, yeah, no. No. If you think you that good, come get it. That's the way I feel about it. But it ain't struggle love, but it's a struggle. Being in any kind of relationship is a struggle. I've never heard of anybody having a perfect relationship. There are a lot of people that talk about, they want to make it seem like they have a perfect relationship. I side-eye people like that. Because you telling the damn lie. You telling me you ain't never got into it with your significant other. That's a lie. And if you haven't, you need to side eye that person because they really don't care nothing about you. Okay. It is a struggle to compromise in a relationship. All right? Because you have a battle of wills going on along and a battle of egos going along as well. Now, let's be honest. Yes, there are no perfect relationships ever. And it would be boring if there were. I need stimuli in my life. So a good argument sometime, okay. Okay. You know. So I don't understand where they're coming from this. Struggle of. Where did that term come from anyway? That's ridiculous. Yes, debate is good, back and forth, and making up is even better, making it work for me. You're right about that. I haven't started arguments on purpose just because I want to make up. I'm a girl. We catty like it sometimes. Sometimes we pick just cause we can. We pick with each other sometimes just cause we can, cause we girls. That's why. That's right, making it work for me. A difference in opinion can keep the fire going. You got that right. Miss Monet said, I may be single, I may be dried up, but at least I'll be sane. I heard that. Absolutely. But see, me, I'm a hellraiser. And so I need a little fire in my life. I don't want to sit down with some kind of docile, meek man. I don't find that attractive at all. You got to give me some pushback so I won't get bored. Okay? That's why I don't understand these He-Man black woman haters. Oh, I want a woman that don't never argue. I don't want her to talk at all. I just want her to shut up and lay down when I want her to lay down and cook me some food and wash my clothes. Really? That's your version of happiness? Okay. If that's what you want, then that means you're living a pretty boring life. All right? I need some pushback. That's right. These days, you're right about that. They want them sex dolls, Sister Stay Woke. You know, it's big up. You know, they was over there praising them dolls just last week, wanting to know where they can get them from. That is boring, Water Sniper. I agree. It's very boring. We just gonna sit and look at each other for year after year, smiling at each other, tiptoeing on eggshells around each other for decades. Okay. I don't think so. Not in my house, anyway. Child, please. Making it work for me says when he gets that, he better watch what he eats. I know that's right. It is disgusting and sickening. People are very just ignorant. You know, like seriously. They're ignorant and they come online with all these freaking lying-ass alter egos. It's weird to me. It's weird. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Everybody's perfect. Everybody's making six figures. You know, all is right in the world. I mean, the level of escapism online is incredible. Incredible. I've never seen anything like it. I've never met so many perfect people in my whole freaking life. Perfect people with perfect lives in my whole life. I have never met so many. Do y'all hear me? I had to wait 50 years to meet such a collection of perfect people. I didn't know this many perfect people existed. I didn't know. It's incredible to me. Who are these people that live these perfect lives? It's fascinating. Fascinating. Child, I'm just being sarcastic, but y'all know sometimes it be too much going on here, going on online with all these perfect people. Living behind keyboards, living in a whole virtual reality world. You know what I mean? Life ain't supposed to be perfect. If it was perfect, it would be boring as heck. Just like somebody said a little while ago. Child, please. Anyway, Water Sniper said those guys talking about leaving and getting their passports are not going anywhere. Okay. Many of them can't even afford a passport. Okay. Much less buy a plane ticket to go to other places. I agree with that, Water Sniper. Peach Collar said Facebook is the place to lie. Chaz, it's over here too, girl. We'd be surprised if we saw, how some of these people that supposedly live these perfect lives, we would be surprised if we met them offline and saw them, in the real world, or just knew how they, what the deal really was. We would be surprised. A lot of these people look up to whole liars. Okay, they look up and follow whole alter egos. You know what I mean? It's incredible. But I'm gonna get me a passport. I'm gonna fly to the DR and I'm gonna find me some DR love. Okay, so how many pennies you gotta rub together to get the passport, and then how many years you gotta save to buy the plane ticket? I'm just saying. But okay. Queen said finding love in the DR is a 48-year-old man who can't afford a $4,000 plane ticket to the DR, girl, or even a passport. Okay, a $400 plane ticket, or even a passport, girl. But we live in a world of escapism around. You know how they go, right? Miss Monet said that Water Sniper, black women knew that fact the moment black men started with that rhetoric. Yeah, a whole bunch of chicanery. That's all it is. I find it fascinating. It's just that sometimes I will slip up and allow myself to listen to the nonsense, and I'll be agitated by it, and I have to come over here on my channel and set the freaking record straight. That's what the deal is. Because I just, like I said, I don't know if they willfully ignorant or if they just dumb and remedial as I'll get out. So yeah. Ooh, child. It don't make no sense. Child. Oh, before I get off of here, guys, I don't know if you guys were on my video. If you saw my video about the coronavirus the other day, well, the people coming down with the coronavirus here in the States, that number is climbing. So you guys look out, be safe out there. Klaus said they're murdering tourists in the DR. Yes. So good luck. Yes, they are. I seen a video where the men of the DR saying they don't want American men over there. And that's part of the reason why they're murdering those tourists, Cloud. You're right about that. But yeah, the number is climbing, guys. So, be safe, be cautious, pay attention to your surroundings. You know what I mean? And but yeah. I think that there are many more people. And every time they say another person that has been found here in the States with the coronavirus, it is one of those people that fled from China. Which I don't understand in the first. But then you get the president coming online talking about we okay over here. No, we're not. But I just want to mention that to you guys. So yeah, the number's climbing. Because you guys know I'm paranoid about that whole coronavirus situation. So you guys stay vigilant, okay? I want to mention it before I got off here. Water Sniper said, ladies, those guys are bluffing. They want you ladies to get into those insane, unrealistic, subservient positions. Okay. Like the first bride in Coming to America. That's what they want. That's the idea of a perfect woman, and they think they're gonna threaten you. They're gonna bluff you into being what do you call submissive. That ain't gonna happen. But that's that outer state, that outer world of reality that they want to live in. And then you got a whole lot of guys on here, Water Sniper. They just want to be, they just want to share their experiences. I've said time and time again, they want people to relate to their trauma. But guess what? YouTube is not therapy. If you want somebody to talk to about your trauma, go sit on somebody's couch. Okay? A licensed therapist. Go sit on a couch. Jose said, whatever you like. Did you hear that there was going to be a Coming to America part 2? It's supposed to be in the works. Miss Working for me said, Miss Olivia, you are absolutely right about the virus. Yeah, these are folks returning from China. Absolutely. Y'all be on the lookout for that, man. That is crazy. The numbers keep climbing, though. But I bet there are even more numbers in the States than the more numbers of cases than they're letting us know. You know. And so I knew it was a problem when the president got on national TV and said it ain't nothing. We ain't got nothing to worry about. I was like, oh Lord, we're really in trouble now. Because anytime Trump say one thing, you know, it's the direct opposite of what he's saying. Short Stacy said they need to stay over there. That's right. They should have not even let them come over here. You know, and then when they was coming over here in mass numbers, Short and Sassy, the only thing they doing was running a thermometer over top of their head and letting them in the country. And knowing that now they know the disease can go undetected in your body for up to 14 days. You won't even have a fever. But all they doing was, you know, scanning them for a fever and letting them right in here. Them people weren't fleeing over here. And there's, I saw this morning where one man from China has died in Paris. Ain't no telling how many people are being infected over there in Paris because they fled from other countries, getting away from China. Yeah, the imports are still coming from China. Ain't no telling how much of that is contaminated. On that report, Peach Cobbler, I was talking about the other day, imploring my people not to eat any meat that's been imported from China, any meat, vegetables, fruit, or anything. A lot of people, do a lot of online shopping, and a lot of those items come from China. I would be scared to order anything online because I don't know who's handled that merchandise. France has shut it down. Good for France. I know that Nigeria was wanting to close its borders to them coming over there. Because if there become any Asian people from it, thank you, Linda. Yeah, I was just saying that. I know that's right, Miss Monet. Not only the nail shops, because some of their people could have came over on them planes before they start checking for them. The nail shop people, the Chinese, the Japanese restaurants, the nail salons, and all of that. Even the Chinese hair stores and stuff. You don't know if they have people that came over here that fled China trying to get away from the virus. You don't know if they got people in their family and they done pass it on to them, and they come to work. You go in their shop and they pass it on to you. You don't even know. So you just have to be cautious as you can. It's crazy. But anytime the president saying ain't nothing to worry about, a pandemic ain't nothing to worry about, then it's something to worry about. That's what I know. For sure. Right, Queen? Queen said most of our products are made in China. You're absolutely right. You just have to be careful. Y'all watch out back out there. Do what you can to stay safe because it's crazy. I'm going to have to do another whole video on that. That really scares me. If you have any property, now is the time to get into the soil and grow your. I know that's right, Peach Cobbler. But definitely don't go to those big box chains that import meat, from China and other countries. Only buy meat if you're a meat eater that is that is butchered over here in the Americas. Don't buy any imported meat, chicken, fish, vegetables, fruit, none of that. Don't buy none of that if it's been imported. And we know places like Walmart. A lot of people go to places like Walmart and Costco and places like that. And those meats and vegetables are imported. And I wouldn't trust that. Peach Copper said most prescription drugs come from China. Watch your meds. I didn't even think about prescription drugs. It's crazy. But we live in a capitalistic America and money talks, and so we are not being properly protected because our border should be closed until this China gets this thing under control. They should have been closed in the first place from all imports and people, because we are at risk here in this country. They should have been fixed a long time ago. You know, the World Health Organization, as well as what, Lord, I forgot oh please, I forgot about the name of the other people that, you know, the infectious disease control people, like the one in Atlanta. They offered China help, and China refused to. The CDC offered to help China, and they refused to help. You know, like, what are you trying to hide? It's clearly not contained to their country anymore, because we're getting, reports of people popping up with the coronavirus all over the world now. You know, and some people are theorizing that this could be some kind of form of bio warfare, bioterrorism. Who knows what's really going on? It's crazy. Yeah, some kind of population control agenda. I agree, Queen Sage. They want a certain number of people to die. Absolutely, I agree with that. That's why they set forth Ebola in East Africa, you know, all those years ago. You know, there were possibly a shortage of prescription meds. So playing that's a good point, Peach Cobbler. A food shortage as well. I just saw a report this morning how the locusts are eating up much of the crops. There are on the continent over there. They are in fear that the locusts are going to eat up their food supply, and millions of people are going to be starving because climate control has brought on this catastrophic, you know, number of locusts. You know, that take you back to the Bible. Are we seeing signs of the end? It's crazy. You have to go there. You know what I mean? You have all these earthquakes, and that's right, Walmart and Sam's Club also. Yeah, you're right, Water Sniper. I forgot to say Sam's Club. I did say Walmart. But yeah, all these catastrophic events going on at one point in time. Climate change. The weather, they said January was the warmest January ever recorded. They say it's t-shirt weather over there in Antarctica. It's crazy. Making it happen said, I saw the locusts in Africa. Yeah, I saw that report. And there is flocks of bats in Australia leaving feces all over the place. It's crazy. And you know those bats carry diseases. So you really have to question what's really going on this planet. You know, disease and pestilence. You know. Yes, there is a biochem lab in Wuhan, China. You're right, but the people were concerned about that. I put that in my report the other day, Peach Cobbler. Go look at that video, Peach Cobbler. It's very interesting if you haven't seen it. On the thumbnail, it says coronavirus outbreak on the thumbnail. I posted it the other day. There's a lot of good information in that video, guys. If you haven't watched that video, please take some time. It's the weekend. If you catch a minute, you get bored, go look at that video. Yeah. Oh, and thanks for the not the super chat. Thanks for the Cash App. You know who you are. I won't say your name out loud, but thank you, babes. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much when you choose to support me, whether you super chat me or PayPal me or Cash App me. It means a lot. Did I say Cash App? I meant thanks for the Cash App. It means a lot. It just lets me know that you appreciate my content and you appreciate me, you know what I mean, putting content, spending time putting content on my channel. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Perhaps the planet is trying to detox. You got that right. The rainforest is dying. The Amazon rainforest is under attack by loggers and the indigenous peoples over there that live in the rainforest. They have been given guns to fight off people that are chopping down trees in the Amazon rainforest. They burned a significant amount of the Amazon rainforest here a little while ago, and that is going to cause some kind of global effect, on the planet, because they've almost destroyed the Amazon rainforest. Gotcha, Miss Olivia. We have to keep you up. Thank you for making it work for me. It's all this stuff that people can be talking about, all this real stuff going on in the world around us, and you got these He-Man woman haters. Only thing they want to talk about is disrespecting and verbally abusing the black woman. That's their sole purpose of coming online when there's a whole lot of real stuff going on around us in the world. We can't even talk about that. The real stuff that's going on. The stuff that's really affecting us. Not only us black people, not only our black people, but the planet. Okay? Peach Cobbler said, greedy mankind has tore up this place. Sure have. Sure has, Peach Cobbler. I absolutely agree. It is unfortunate. It's sad. It don't make no sense because there's real stuff going on. And what about when them Asians, that Fukushima, that nuclear plant over there on the Asian continent, when it blew up or whatever was it, and leaked all of that nuclear waste into the ocean. What do you think that did to the ocean? What do you think that did to the animals? They've all but destroyed their continent. And they're trying to take over other people's continents like Africa. A lot of countries in Africa, the Asians have taken it over because they've killed their continent. They have nowhere to go. And now you got them setting forth this coronavirus. Coming from the ground zero is Wuhan, China. That's why I said, is this some kind of biological terrorism that we got going on? Like, what's really going on here? What are we really looking at? The ground and water is still no good. You're right about that. Peach Cobbler is still no good. What is her name? The Radical Sister. She's got many, many videos talking about Fukushima. A lot of people think she's crazy. That lady ain't crazy. She knows exactly what she's talking about. Exactly what she's talking. And she's exactly right in her videos as well when it comes to Fukushima in particular. It started in that, what they call it, the seafood market, they called it a wet market, right? Making it work for me, the coronavirus, yeah. And it's more people. We don't even know the amount of people, the number, the real number of people that have died, because of that virus over there. They're trying to say it's less than 200, but you got over 30 or 40,000 cases. They said, 70 to 90% of the health workers over there have been infected with the coronavirus? That is crazy. Thousands of those people came over here to this country. Thousands of them. It's crazy. Queen says, we are witnessing white supremacy at play. Absolutely. Asians and Caucasians are sisters and brothers. Absolutely, Queen Sage. I agree with that. China is not going to let you know they're not going to let you know their numbers. I absolutely agree. You're right about that. I was like, oh my God. And then you got the president, oh, we're fine over here. Okay. Now I knew it was time to worry when he said that. I'm like, oh my God, he really said that, right? Child, say it again, and you might as well throw in the sneaky arse Latino. You got that right. You got that right. That is crazy. I don't even know how I got on this subject, y'all, but child, that coronavirus thing, it's really weighing on me. It should be weighing on everybody. But those Europeans are going to call it into order. Got that right. China has been playing with the numbers on the Olympics. Yeah, the Olympics are supposed to be in China. What about that? Do they have a plan B? I heard they didn't have a plan B. Any of those athletes would be fools to go over there and participate in those Olympic Games with that coronavirus running free over there. Child, please. That'd be crazy to go over there. I wouldn't be putting my life in danger for no gold, silver, or bronze medal. Okay. Child, please. Possibly coming back home. Hey, Fine G. Contaminating your own people, the Asian and Latino women. Got that right. Europe is not going to let those Chinese nationals in their country. I hope not. I hope not. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off here. If y'all guys haven't seen, if you got some free time today, go back and look at some of the other videos that I posted, earlier this week or whatever. Just got some good info on those videos. Do you see what I'm saying? But I want you guys to enjoy your weekend. Y'all watch out back. Because, honey, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on online and Oh man, if y'all get some time, also there's something on Netflix and it's called Don't Fuck with Cats, right? But what it is they're talking about this internet killer that was posting videos of, first he started off killing cats on the internet, right? And then he grew into a serial killer and he was posting it all online. I don't know. Thank you, Miss Monet. I appreciate it. But if y'all get a chance, go look at that. It's Don't Fuck with Cats. It's on Netflix. Man, it was a for real internet killer, y'all. And it's only it's a limited series. I think it's like three hours long or something like that. Y'all, my mouth was wide open. You never know who you talking to on the internet. This dude was crazy. He went from killing cats to killing people. I said, oh my God. And he was posting it on the internet. I was like, oh my God. You never know who you talking to on the internet, child. I was like, honey. But if y'all get some time, like I said, it's on Netflix. Go check it out, honey. Your mouth will be wide open. Snatchy said, thank you, Olivia. Everyone have a good weekend and make sure you do something. I know that's right. Please do something for yourself. You have a blessed day too, Peace Cobbler. But like I said, yeah, I'm going to get off here, guys. I think it's a good day for me to stay in, fix me a good pot of chili, child. Because when I woke up this morning, it said it was 25 degrees outside. I was like, oh, I don't think so. I don't want to go outside today. Okay. That's the transition for serial killer. Yeah. Arson, killing animals and people. Yeah, you're right. Girl, go look at that Netflix show. It's about 3 hours long. Like I said, it's called Don't Fuck with Cats. I was like, ooh, child. And he was making YouTube videos and posting them. I was like, ooh. Real life serial killer. But anyway, child, my mouth was open the whole time. I was like, oh Lord, do I want to keep posting videos? Yeah, check it out, making it work for me. Mm-hmm. If y'all got some free time, look at it. It's fascinating. It's a documentary. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff really happened. I was like, wow. And the internet investigators hunting them down, child. I was like, honey. I ain't gonna tell y'all no more about it, but y'all have a good day. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to smile at somebody. Thank you guys for joining me and listening to my rants and participating in the conversation. I love you guys because that is what I am required to do. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye. Peace.